is happening? Hey, this is Dr. Moore, man. Hope you guys are having a great time today. Hey, we're going to talk about some stuff that life is wonderful. Life is great. Man, I'm just excited, ecstatic, really, on what's going on. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, look, it's amazing what we go through every day in life and what we deal with. You know, today we face challenges and people in our lives, and it causes us all kind of issues in life, and we think and we just can't obtain the dreams and goals and aspirations and things that we want to do. It's amazing that we let people stop us from doing the things that we want to do. You know, I want to ask you, as I asked somebody this morning, I was like, what do you want to do? What do you want to change in your life? What do you want to be better at? Who's stopping you from those things, or what individual is stopping you from those things that you want to do? Man, it's really fun when you look at what's going on in life and how that things stop. But you know, we're going to talk about real simple, not long, about food and nutrition, how to change some things that you're doing. And it's not really complicated to change some things that you want to do. You just got to want to change them. And then sometimes, why is it so complicated to do the things that we're doing? And why are you allowing people to change those things that you're doing, to not be able to do the things that you really want to do? Who's stopping you today? Who's apprehending you today? Who's causing you all kind of problems today? And when you look at it, it's really funny. You know what? I was just thinking as I talk to people every day about their weight, their life, they want to change their health. One thing about health, I come to realize one thing about health. I think a lot of us just want to stay unhealthy. I don't, you know, it's amazing that what we really go through, and people talk about, I want to be healthy, I want to change my ways, I want to be more excited, I want to look better, I want to go to my class reunion smaller, I want to go to my wedding, I want to go to my sister's wedding or somebody's event smaller, or change some things that we're doing that sometimes it seems complicated and we can't change them. But it's amazing, then we talk about food and everybody gets negative about food or upset about food and don't want to change what they're eating, or don't even want to change their health. And I was thinking about it as I was this week, I don't know, some of you know and some of you don't, that I lost my leg. And as I'm learning to walk again, it was amazing being in a leg camp, learn how to re-walk again, and to listen to all the problems that people that have all their functional body parts complain. Complain about this, complain about that. We're not happy with our job. We're not happy who we are. We're not happy what's going on with us. We're not happy with nothing. Who you're not, from the job, from the family, from a relationship, from home. It's just sad that when you think about it, and if you got this, share this with somebody today, you know, because when you look at it, when it comes to your health and all the ailments that's going on, we want to live and change the things that we're doing, but we are always blaming somebody else for our issues and our problems and what's going on with us. But you know, I did a talk the other day, I was talking about 7 pounds in 7 days. And I did that talk about 7 pounds. What would 7 pounds do for you? Now, you can change that a little bit in 7 pounds and make it to how many pounds you want to lose over the duration. Because you want to lose 30 pounds, just imagine just lose 2.5 pounds a month. 2.5 pounds a month for 12 months is 30 pounds. But you got to break it down to, what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? Who is it for? Is it for you, or is it somebody else? If it's somebody else, it won't work at all. It's got to be for you. This has got to be totally for you. And I hope it's for you because you want to be healthy. You know, the average age is 84 years old. Do you want to be 84 years old unhealthy or healthy? Or do you want to be 30 years old healthy, 25 years old healthy, 40 years old, 50 years old healthy, 65 years old, 60? What do you want to be? What do you want your health to be? Let's talk about it for a second. You can be whoever you want to be, but you got to believe in you, that you want to change you for you and you only, and not anybody else. It doesn't matter what they say. We are in relationships, and it's amazing. One of you want to eat healthy, and one of you want not to eat healthy. Now, that's the challenge to me, because I'm always asking that question. If you want to eat healthy, and your significant other or your friend or boyfriend, girlfriend, or maybe how we say that, our partner don't want to be healthy, but we want to be healthy, We have a conflict in the house because what's going to happen is the one that's not eating healthy and the one that's eating healthy is going to be the one that take care of the one that's not eating healthy. Now that sounds crazy, but it is real. One become the caretaker of the one that didn't want to eat healthy and will say to you, it doesn't take all of that. But it does. Because we live in an economic world that food is grown in a mass production, which means it's grown in a way that is really not as healthy as it used to be. There are some nutrients in some of it, but most of it, the bugs, the animals don't even want the food themselves. So if the bugs or the animals or critters don't want it, why do we want it? It's amazing what we really consume. And when we start talking about nutrition and food and changing our health, what do you want to change about you? What is it about you? Hey, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Timothy Moore. Go to drtimothymoore.com, check me out. I'm out there. Or send me a private message through whatever you want to send it to. But just talk about you for a minute. Because it's not about me. Are you tired of walking on eggs? Do your feet hurt all the time? Are your eyes blurry? Do you keep changing glasses, thinking it's your glasses, or maybe it's your blood pressure going up and down? What is really happening with you that you don't want to change, or why did you don't want to change, or go back to who's keeping you from changing to being that person you really want to be? Because it's amazing when you look at what's going on in life, how we can change those things pretty quick, but you got to want to change them like today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. What is your overall holdback? Or I'll go back to who's holding you from doing those things. Let's look at it for a second. Do you eat breakfast in the morning? Are you always in a hurry, not wanting to take your time and eat breakfast? Who's stopping you? Do you know one of the vital parts of your day in maintaining your present weight and losing your weight is a sound breakfast? It could be oatmeal and berries. Do you know that if you ate a cup of oatmeal, it's 150 to 300 calories, depends on how much of you eat, which is a good calorie. Or you can have a nice salad. Depends on what you eat in the morning. Do you know a cup, 1 1/4 cup of blueberries? 1 1/4 cup. It's not but 100 calories. Or if you like, reverse it and they say you like grapes. 62 grapes equates to 100 pounds. Think about it for a second. I can break food down so much to the ridiculous, it's unreal. But the thing about it is, you got to decide you want to take control of your life and you want to live. You want to quit blaming other individuals for your issues. Because when you look at life, the number one killer or disabler is stress. Are you in that bucket? Are you really there stressed about things that you cannot control and stressed about things you can't control or you can control? What is the problem? Why do we want to always blame our circumstances on other individuals? And most of the time, that person has no knowledge of what's going on with you. What are you unhappy with about life? You have a beautiful life, a beautiful individual. But I'm amazed every day at people I'm around that can't even say they love themselves. Really cannot say they love. Do you love who you are? Do you appreciate who you are? Are you happy with yourself? Look in the mirror. Are you happy with you? Or are you sad with you? Are you depressed about things that you need to control and change, but you don't know how? What really is making you the person you want to be today? Who is making it? Why do you complain about somebody else's relationship and you can't get one for yourself? Or you are in a relationship and you're not happy with yours. Why are you not happy? What do you need to change? Because you know what? If you're not happy at this present situation in your relationship, it's only going to get worse. Let's look at life. Look at what's going on. I talk to so many people with all kinds of health ailments, diabetes, type 2, want a magic pill, want to lose weight, want a magic pill, want to reverse lupus, want a magic pill, don't want high blood pressure, want a magic pill. Look in the mirror, you'll see the pill. It's you. What do you really, really want to change about your present circumstances? Are your children facing ailments as you are facing? I talked to someone the other day about this, and I was like, the guy was saying that he wanted his son to be like him, and I kept saying, no, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. He said, why do I not want my son like me? And I said, because you got all kind of health ailments. Why would you want your children to be unhealthy like you? See, we always say a little bit won't hurt. As I did a talk not long ago, we talk about that little bit won't hurt. You know what? Now you got to go with me on this. I know some of you, I'm not picking on anybody. I really am not, but I want to show an example on this little bit don't hurt. If you're male or female, or however you want to say it, male and male, female, whatever you want to, but just suppose one of you are HIV positive. Oh, that's kind of harsh. I know. Man, I hate to say it, but it's true. But remember, you said a little bit don't hurt. That's the food that we know, or the alcohol that we're drinking, or the stress that we go through. Why do we go through these issues and we can stop? Well, if a little bit won't hurt, the next time you know somebody that's HIV and they want to have a relationship, have one with them. And I hope you don't get the virus, but that little bit can hurt. But the good thing about today's time is there is medical care for an HIV person that can get rid of the disease. Now, both partners usually have to go through the treatment, but you can overcome it. Just wanted to let you know, we're talking about your health, your life. You're depending on, and you're banking on prayer. I'm praying all day long, but you're holding on to it. You know, some of you can get delivered today from whatever your ailment is today. Delivered. But you're looking for it because you want deliverance, but you're delivered. So you want deliverance so you don't see any of it anymore. But we won't go there. Oh, God, we can't go there. No, we're not going to go there. Because we're going to let everybody that means us no harm interfere with our life and change everything that we're doing. And that's not good. Really, it's not. But when you talk about nutrition, breakfast, a nice breakfast in the morning. It's not mean going through McDonald's and IHOP and all them places grabbing something unhealthy, because you're going to pay for that. You might not realize today, but tomorrow, somewhere down in your future, some of this stuff that we're doing today to our bodies, it's going to show up. But I want to ask you this question, because you don't want to eat healthy. You don't want to drink any water. You don't want to get any rest. You don't want to detox. You don't want to change you as an individual. Why put somebody else's life on hold that has to take care of you because you did some selfish things in your will, in your life, that you didn't have to do? See, we don't look at what's happening down the road. It's almost like not rotating your tires. We spend more money on our car, on a vacation, on a pair of shoes, on a couch or a love seat, then we would go get a $60 physical to see what's going on with us. Something wrong with that principle. You are your greatest asset. So quit blaming other people on your circumstances and go get your go get yourself checked out. Do you know if you have heart disease in your family, one thing you ought to do, and I want you to listen carefully. Go to your doctor and say, Doc, I want the LabCorp test that costs $69. Then let me know if I'm going to have a heart attack in the next 3 years. Boom. A heart attack? Do you know if you're a female, 1 in 2 females are subject to have a stroke or heart attack? So you're in your road dog, you're free in there. You know, 1 in 2 of you guys, look at each other right now. Look at each other. Call each other. 1 of you two is subject to have either a major heart attack or a stroke. But y'all can change that today. Deciding you want to change your life. Men, you're not excluded either. You have them too, because you never realize on Monday morning more heart attacks happen to more people. And then just imagine if you had to be replaced today, what would happen to you? You know, we don't think of anything ever going to happen to us, and I hope it don't, but guess what? Reality, it will. And when we hear the song or hear the thoughts that you are what you think about all day long, what do you think about? What do you want to change in your life? Who do you want to become? And why is it so complicated that you don't want to change, but believe in you? You got goals, you got dreams and aspirations, you got wants and desires. Do you write them down? Do you write them on a piece of paper, on a roadmap? Do you write them down on the things that you want to accomplish today, tomorrow, or next week? Do you write them down? I don't want you to think about it. I want you to write them out. Write your dreams out. Because if you don't write them out, you're like a ship. Or you're in a car going nowhere because you don't have a map to where you need to go. Your GPS is not turned on. You're not reading the map, the road atlas that we used to carry, the big old things to see where we was going. You know, what do you want to do? That 10 pounds you want to lose? It is so simple. You can have it gone in a week or less, or a month, depends on how you want to calculate it off, because you want to lose fat. That 30 pounds you want to lose, it's not complicated. But you gotta remember this though. Everybody that's overweight or need to lose weight are not unhealthy. And there's a lot of people that are skinny as a rail that are unhealthy. But however we look at it, it all comes to one thing, food. Then it comes to the next thing, stress, or vice versa. Stress. We don't want to let nothing go. We hang around folks that don't even like us. We're trying to impress people that don't have no idea we exist. But what about you? What do you want to change about you today? Hey, this is Dr. Tim Moore. Go to drtimmoore.com. Sign in. Let's talk about your issues. Consult that. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. But you know what? Until something happens to you that you can't control, what if you lost your leg today? What if you're blind today? What if you got very sick today? Who would take care of you? Who really could you depend on? It's almost like somebody not having a will and assuming their parents, if they're living, or their brothers or sisters or someone in their family is going to want to take over those children. Now, think about it. Some of them kids, you don't even want your own child. So who do you want to give them to somebody else? Have you asked them? Have you even made a will for that? You know, we're talking for a second. We're talking reality. For some of you, you don't understand the reality is real, and it's going to happen to you just a matter of time. You can be getting along great today, and tomorrow you're down for the count. What are you going to change about you? But I want you to look at your food. I want you to look at your pantry. I want you to look at what's in there processed. I know we skate through life and think that your feet swole, that's a normal thing. Your eyes blurry, that's a normal thing. Your digestive system destroyed. You can't go to the restroom. That is not normal. Later the other day, was laughing and joking because she don't go to the restroom, bowel movement number 2, as you want to call it, every 15, 14 days. Everybody looked at her like, are you serious? And somebody in the room said, you just stinking. Now, she didn't smell. We didn't smell nothing. But, you know, you got to go to the restroom. You got to change what you're doing. You got to want to be better at what you're doing and learn to relax. Learn to take a book. Learn to go to the park. Learn to get away and just have a Calgon day for you. Taking yourself away from everybody so you can get better at your life and have things that you want to conquer and feel free about doing. Because this is your life. No one else's life but yours. What are you going to do about it? Who are you going to do about it? What are you going to change about it? That's the question. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, water. 10 ounces, at least minimum of 10 8-ounce cups a day. I know someone says, I don't like water, Doc. Water don't do me any justice. Look, a 10-ounce cup, them old little cups, 8 ounces of 10 times a day, replenish the body, rejuvenates the body, because you got to realize your body gets rid of a quart and a half water a day regardless of what you do. So you lose a quart and a half of water. So a lot of times you wonder why you're so fatigued, why you're tired, why you're having hot flashes, cold flashes, no flashes. You're just not feeling great. Sometimes you got to look at how much water have you drank today. Do you realize, watch your car. Don't have enough water in your car. You're not going for it. It's going to slow itself down or stop. You're no different, but you're the most important asset that you got. But we won't drink water. Tea, coffee, Gatorade, sodas, juice, that's not water. Water is water. It's clear liquid. You drink it slowly. You enjoy each taste. And if you don't like the taste, add a lemon or lime or something to it to give it something, but it's still water. That lunch is important. Get you a big old salad. For you that do eat meat, you can figure it out how to do it, something baked or grilled. But you know what? Understand what you put on it can mess it up too. You know what? We live in a world that you got a vegan over here, you got a vegetarian over here, you got a soul food guy over here, you got a no soul guy over here, all kind of food. You know what? You got to make that choice for you. But I challenge you, if you don't eat any processed food at all, I challenge you, if you don't eat any meat and any animal, any dairy at all, and just do it for 14 days. And whatever's ailing you or you're feeling bad about, I guarantee you're going to feel good. There's somebody on the flip side say, I challenge you, if I add a piece of chicken or some beef or some pork in there, I might feel the same way. And you just might. But when I look at people that have more heart disease and high blood pressure, it's more meat animal-based protein that I'm looking at that's causing all kinds of problems. And it's amazing when they remove a lot of those substances out of their life, they start to feel totally better. And the thing about it with women, the females that are at still childbearing age, I always tell my clients, if you're a female and you're changing your lifestyle and improving the things that you want to do about your life, and you still have a monthly, which you know what you're talking about, you still have it, you better be prepared because you still could have a baby one day. And they always look at me like, that's crazy. It just stopped. It's going to come back. Why? Because your body is unaged. And as your body unages, you get healthier. Well, everything start to heal again. It's almost like putting it as assembly back together. Now all of a sudden, a lot of the pain, the headaches, the blurred vision, the high blood pressure, the digestive problems, the skin issues, everything started to disappear. And you all of a sudden start to shine again. You know how somebody say, girl, you shining like that? Or dude, what's up? What you doing? What you so happy about? You change your lifestyle on eating and doing the things that you knew was not any good for you. And you know what? This is just me talking. This is Dr. Moore, honestly. Some of you still there, some of you are not. Some of you are never going to do anything but blame everybody else for your problems. You're going to blame your boss. You're going to blame your supervisor. You're going to blame your children. You're going to blame everybody but the person in the mirror. I hope you change you. I hope you want to do better for yourself. If you're dealing with cancer, you know what? That's the one that I think about a lot sometimes. You know, you got to ask questions. Can I beat cancer without doing chemo radiation? Sure you can. But it depends on you. You got to want to change. I'm not telling you not to do radiation chemo because that's your decision. But I am telling you can change your diet, your lifestyle, your emotions, your stress structures. All that has to change. Listen carefully. All of that has to change. And you're going to hurt some people's lives because you got to change. Because remember this, don't nobody know what you're going through but you. So when somebody tell you, don't ask somebody's opinion unless they've been where you're at and they've changed their whole lifestyle to be able to comment on what you're going through. Because when you start talking about cancer, that I find it out more and more. Somebody would tell someone not to do something, but they wouldn't do it because, number one, they've never been where you're at. So you go through this yourself. You trust God in your spirit. Because you can have life. It don't have to be cancer. It can be diabetes. It can be fibromyalgia. It can be lupus. It can be any autoimmune disease that you want to change. But you got to want to change it for you. And sometimes you have to put people out of your life, away from you, so you can hear. So you can hear what's going on in the change. Because when you can't hear or you're being distracted from situations that you shouldn't be distracted from, you want to change it. So change you. In the morning determines your day. What do you listen to in the morning when you wake up? That determines your whole evening, your whole morning, your whole night. If you listen to positive stuff in the morning, positive affirmations, positive goals and dreams that you planned on doing, things that you want to change, your day gonna go great. But if you wake up and listen to negative individuals, watching that negative news, reading negative material, your whole day is going to be ruined. Same way as going to bed at night. Don't listen to that TV at least 2 hours before you go to bed because it's going to put negative thoughts in your mind. You are what you think about all day long. If you want to change your health, everything about you, write it out. Look at it 2 or 3 times a day before you go to bed. Read that affirmation. Read what you wrote out what you want to do the next day. Read it to yourself. Read it out loud. In the morning as you sleep, it's meditating through your mind. It's meditating. It's kind of, when you in the morning you wake up revived and rejuvenated, and you feel great about what's going on. Man, it's your life. It ain't nobody else's life. Hey, this is Dr. Moore. I got to go. But you know what? It's been a plum, pleasing pleasure for you listening to me anyway today. Because if you just implement water, no processed food, walking is important, or some type of exercise. And for you that can't exercise yet, you know what? You can go in the cabinet and get your 16-ounce cans of canned food. If you got them, hope you don't eat much processed. But if you do have them, you can take them up over your head, your shoulder, like doing little arm raises and things. And that pound will get heavy after a while. So you are getting some exercise. And you can always have somebody to strap some 1 to 2 ounce weights on your legs so you can raise your legs. Now, if you got some problem with your legs or arms, you don't do that. It's going to cause you any pain. Don't do that. But if you can, just do a little bit. You know, ask your doctor about it before you start if you just want to ask. But the bottom line, if your doctor is not on board with you making changes in your life, from cancer to diabetes, high blood pressure, fibromyalgia, lupus, whatever it is, or any kind of autoimmune disease, or just if you need to talk to somebody about your stress, do me a favor. I don't care who that is. If you're going through some challenges in life, and it seems like you are by yourself, you're not. It seems like no one around you will listen. They will. Find somebody to talk to, because stress is a dangerous boy. It's very dangerous. Find a counselor, somebody you can talk to that can sit back and let you talk, and they listen and get some help for that issue. Because you know what? Life is too beautiful to be stressed out on things that you can't control or can control. Life is too beautiful to worry about some things that and people that don't even care for you. Regardless of how much money you got, is amazing. Money doesn't buy happiness. Let me help you out. And if you're not happy and you don't have any money, it don't buy happiness. So you got to talk. There are people out there that can work with you and talk to you every day and help you benefit and be better in your life. But you got to want it. And some of you have to be coachable. Say that again. Coachable. You got to want to change. If that's what you want, let's do it. Hey guys, peace out. Dr. Moore here. Go to drtimothymoore.com. We can talk. Send me a message. Or you can also, it's a thing on my site that you can schedule an appointment at your time, which is convenient. And you know what? Let's talk about what it is that's going to make you happy. Remember, you are what you think about all day long. You are what you eat all day long. So if it's processed and you look at the scale or you don't feel well, don't blame nobody else. Look in the mirror and say, what am I going to do? Now, nobody ever says it's going to be easy to change the things that you're doing. It's going to take some work, but it's going to take some work on your part too. You got to want this like nothing before. And if you go and do it, I promise you, you'll get a better life. Hey, this is Doc. I'm looking forward to talking to you soon. Y'all be blessed.